Hello, I'm Nicolette Lemmon. I'm a speaker, trainer, and marketing consultant. I'm from Scottsdale, Arizona, and I'm here today to talk to you about creativity. So often my girlfriends and I have talked about changes in our lives, whether it's the failing health of parents, whether it's the change of life, whether it's empty nesting. All of these changes have caused tumult in our lives. The interesting thing is that everyone is creative, and creativity is how we cope with change. And yet, I get so many people telling me, I'm not creative. Yet we all are creative. Let me back up and tell you a little bit about my story and why I feel I know a lot about helping you with your creativity. It's because I've gone through a lot of changes in my life. Let's see if you can relate to any of these. Almost died of a rare condition, saved with emergency surgery. Divorce. Mystery blood illness that the doc wasn't sure he could fix. A brush with anorexia. Started my own small business and worked it up to millions in revenue, lots of employees, and then decided to start paring it down. My mother contracted Alzheimer's, and I had to take care of her towards her end of life. And then let me get back to the empty nesting thing. Having your daughter go off to college, it's big. As a young person, I used my creativity by writing. So when I was upset and change was happening, my coping mechanism was to write or to draw, to play music. I found that creative outlet was so good in helping me to cope. As I got older, I started looking for ways to help with positive change and help with my creativity with people like Wayne Dyer, Mike Dooley, The Secret, many others as well, that provided that law of attraction idea, that things that could get me out of my difficulty with a change in the most positive way. Now, as I mentioned, not everybody thinks they're creative. I get that so often with my girlfriends, and yet we all are. When we're young, we maybe use about 90% of our creativity, and by the time we're out of school, maybe about 10%. So I agree, people forget how to use their creativity. In my creative soul, I found my passion using my marketing firm and being able to create things, writing, and speaking and training people and helping them to find solutions. Well, one thing I decided is it's an easier thing to do if you have a practice daily. Not everybody wants to do that, so I created the Year of Living Creatively. It's a guidebook. It's a guidebook about your creativity and building that over time with simple exercises over a year. Now, this was developed for women over age 45. And I say that because there are so many changes that happen that become a little more difficult to focus on being happy and upbeat when you're facing the change of life, when you're facing something like divorce, when you're facing kids leaving home, all of the things that start to really shift and change what you do every day. That's why I thought simple exercises with a fun guidebook would be the perfect way to get back in touch with your own creativity. One of my readers said she got so caught up in wanting to do the exercises she couldn't get to the end of the book. I love that. That's exactly what I want to find that all of my readers do as they get into the exercises and realize their passions again, their excitement in creating something. Now, going back to one of the things that really impacted me and why I felt compelled to start with the guidebook, The Year of Living Creatively. It's because my daughter went off to college, and I realized after she graduated from high school, the soccer mom stopped. We were with the National Charity League as mom and daughter doing all kinds of community service. Stopped. Anything that was going on with making lunches for school and getting her ready and getting her uniforms done, stopped. And at the same time, I was looking forward to retirement. I found over time I was trying really hard to be positive and I was writing in my journal and all, but what I realized is I had a low level of depression, that I was going through the grieving cycle. And I decided I wanted to put something together that helped me get back to my passion. So I came up with this. It's simple, it's easy to do, and that was another piece of it, because if it's too many words, too many things to do, I think people get overwhelmed, and you're already overwhelmed because you're trying to make these big changes in your life and be positive and happy about them. So I want you to think about getting my guidebook, The Year of Living Creatively, maybe joining my masterclass, and Even maybe having me come speak to one of your organizations. Let's try it together. Let's get back that passion by using a year of living creatively. Thank you.